Subodh, let us start.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. We are going to have this international launch of BCom online program today. Uh, I welcome all the dignitaries who are on the dais. Professor H. Venkateshwarlu, Vice Chancellor, Central University of Kerala. Professor G.P. Prasin, Vice Chancellor, Tripura University. Our Vice Chancellor, sir. TVC, sir. Director, sir. And other program coordinators. Prior to going into the depth of this particular program launching, I just want to throw a light that the Bachelor of Commerce online program is a 3-year degree program going to be offered by the Indira Gandhi National Open University with a view to impart in-depth knowledge and broad understanding of accounting and financial management. The BCom degree gives a glimpse about theoretical and practical knowledge. And prior to going more into the depth of that, I request our director, sir, to give a welcome address. Shankar, sir.
रविशंकर जी अनम्यूट, आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा।
Okay. Namaskar, esteemed guests of the honor of the day, Professor Venkateshwarlu, Vice Chancellor, Central University of Kerala, and Professor G.P. Prasin, Vice Chancellor, Tripura University, which is a central university. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Nageswar Rao, sir, respected Pro Vice Chancellors, Professor R.P. Das, Professor Satyakam, Professor Uma Kanji Lal, and Professor Sumitra, and directors of schools, heads of division, centers, units, regional directors, teachers, officers, staff, and all the viewers who are viewing us at the YouTube and Facebook. Today for me is a big day because it is going to be a great day for the School of Management Studies for two reasons actually. The first reason is that the school is privileged to offer BCom online program. Probably this is going to be the first BCom program which is available online in the country. And also, this is going to be the third program offered by IGNOU through online mode at the bachelor's level. So this program we are proposing to offer, today we are going to offer it internationally, not only in India, but also it will be available for the outside countries also. The second reason why I am very happy is the dignitaries, all the eminent dignitaries on the dais are from the discipline of commerce and management, which is a rare occasion. 3 Central University Vice Chancellors from commerce and management disciplines, 1 former Vice Chancellor and presently the Pro Vice Chancellor. So many eminent and popular personalities are sitting on the dais to launch this program and offer their blessings to the school. Now, I welcome Professor H. Venkateshwarlu Garu, Vice Chancellor, Central University of Kerala, as a guest of honor for this function. Earlier, he was a professor of commerce at Osmania University, Hyderabad. I also welcome Professor G.P. Prasin, sir, Vice Chancellor, Tripura University, which is a central university. I welcome him as a guest of honor for this function. And prior to joining as Vice Chancellor, he was Dean and Professor of Commerce at Kanpur Central University, Impal. One significant point I want to make here, both Professor Venkateshwarlu Garu and Professor Prasin ji are, they have been guiding the school and they have been giving advice from time to time in developing all our most of our programs, and they have been associated with the school for so many days, so many years, and extending their support and blessings to the school. So I take this opportunity to express my gratitude to both of them for accepting our invitation and also for their continuous support to the school. Thank you, sir. I welcome our Vice Chancellor, respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Nageshwar Rao, without whose support today's program would not have been possible. Because when the idea of launching BCom online program came, we were little scared and we were not having sufficient courage to do that because the work involved, the amount of work involved is so much. And after discussing with him and several rounds of meetings, he has given us so much of confidence and support. With his support only, we are able to do it today. And I think we will be able to successfully do it, sir, and live up to your expectation. I also welcome our Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor R.P. Das, who is also a Professor of Management. He was also earlier Vice Chancellor of the Parampur University, Orissa. I welcome the other three Pro-Vice Chancellors, Professor Satyakamji, Professor Uma Kanjilal Madam, and Professor Sumitra Kukreti Madam. Lastly, but not the least, I welcome all the directors of schools, heads of divisions, registrars, centers, units, regional directors, teachers, officers, and staff of IGNOU. I welcome everybody who are all viewing us on the YouTube and Facebook. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor Naval Kishore, who is one of the program coordinator of this post DCOM online, to say. Now I request Professor Naval sir to please throw a light on what exactly this program is all about.
Unmute. Naval. Unmute.
Please unmute yourself.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Nageshwar Rao sir, Vice Chancellor, Central University of Kerala, Professor Venkateslu sir, Vice Chancellor, Tripura University, Professor G.P. Pasayan sir, and our Vice Chancellor, Professor R.P. Das ji sir, Director, School of Management Study, our Professor TVC, Professor Satkant ji, TVC, Professor Sumitra ji, TVC, Professor Uma ji. It is a matter of great pride for the School of Management to organize this international launch of BCom online program. In fact, today is also World Skills Day, and this year is specified for reimagining youth skills. And majority of the survey from the world areas like UNESCO, World Bank, World Economic Forum, OECD, all of them have been advocating a skill-based education. And IGNOU is a pioneer in that area because we have developed the online education having a skill-based education so that the students really, they get benefit of that. In fact, all over the world, the universities have been running the online bachelor program very successfully. For example, Arizona University, Oregon, Florida, California University, all of them have been running bachelor program very successfully. In fact, if we see National Education Policy 2020, it has highlighted online and digital education, emerging equitable use of technology, where the focus is on multidisciplinary as well as skill-based education. In tune with the developments and growing demand of online education across the globe as well as India, the School of Management, Indira Gandhi National Open University has developed BCom online program. In fact, this program primarily focuses on development of knowledge and skills so that students understand and analyze the business world. It is a broad-based program having a mix of disciplinary, interdisciplinary, and skill-based education. In fact, there is a blend of concept, skills, application, and awareness related to the business world. The program focuses on the development of business and entrepreneurial skills and prepares the learners for the market as well as society. Now, it is a 132 credit programs. Primarily, we are focusing on four major areas, like we have the core courses. For example, we have the financial accounting, accounting-based courses, taxation-based courses, costing-based courses, law-based courses. In addition to that, we do have the languages. We are teaching languages in the both language at the workplace as well as the business communication area. So the core courses, broadly, we have been focusing on the core commerce as well as language here. The second courses are the skill-based courses. As we all are aware that a skill has become a buzzword in today's education world, and it requires to be embedded with the education system so that once students gain a particular degree, he or she is able to get a job or become a good person in the society as well. So the second area is a skill-based area where we have been focusing on the computer education, because there are a lot of transactions taking place all over the world online. Therefore, we are providing e-commerce. And now these days, the startup and all that has come up very, very significantly. Therefore, we are having entrepreneurship skills course. And we are also having that personal selling skills and salesmanship course so that the students can be aware and acquainted with the knowledge of the personal selling as well as the salesmanship. These are the broad core areas. In addition to that, we have the awareness courses also, like in the environmental area, in the business communication area. In addition to that, we have the courses on the economic system of the country, like microeconomics and Indian economy, so that the students just gain the knowledge of multidisciplinary area and he or she are being prepared for the market as well as for the society. The major delivery mechanism for this purpose, we have four quadrant approach we have for the delivery mechanism. The first quadrant is about e-tutorial. In the e-tutorial, we have been developing about 40 to 60 videos program so that students can watch them whenever they want, wherever they are, they can watch those videos frequently and regularly, and they can be acquainted with the particular concept and application of that particular subject. The second quadrant is about e-content. In fact, the self-instruction materials have been uploaded on the eGyan course, and which is one of the biggest treasury of the academic content in the country. And this is the USP of IGNOU, because all those materials related to that particular subjects are being uploaded, and that too in the self-instruction material form. Here, whenever students want, wherever students want, they can download and they can go through the concept. Again and again, they can go through the concept so that they understand that particular concept. The third quadrant is about discussion forum. In the discussion forum, the peer group interaction is encouraged so that they interact with each other. At the same time, if they have any doubts, if they have any queries, they can also contact the mentor or the faculty members so that their queries can be taken care of. The fourth quadrant is the assessment area. And in the assessment area, the prime focus is the quizzes, the multiple choice questions, maybe the short answer question, different varieties of the questions, so that the students they take care of their own progression in the system. All these quadrants together makes the system more interactive so that the students learn, they understand, and they are able to apply those. Now, as far as major features of this program is concerned, this is a 24 by 7 online program, and students can learn at their own pace as well as at their own speed. Because there are slow learners, there are average learners, there may be the fast learners. Therefore, they can go through the material, through the video, audio programs again and again, and they can develop that particular concept. This is a program which is made available at the doorsteps of the learners, because and the learners may not like sometimes to travel far distances. So the convenience is provided to the learner so that they can study at the door. One of the most important aspects of this program is that this program is very much suitable for the working people. These days there is a great demand in the area of the public sector and private sector. The students, particularly in the call centers and all that, they want to pursue dual degrees together also. In that cases, this program is very much useful for the working people, particularly in the public sector, government sectors, army, navy, air force, and other private or even the self-employed persons to upgrade their knowledge and to get a full-fledged BCom degree for them. In addition to that, there is an online support system where that students are in touch with that mentor regularly. They are in touch with that faculty members also regularly, and they keep on progressing on the regular basis. The program focuses on the self-learning, as is usual for any of the ODL program. The focus in the self-learning, so that students are made aware the way they have to acquire the knowledge, the way they have to acquire the skills, the way they have to apply the skills. In fact, if you see the program's structure itself, then the skill has been really embedded in most of the courses. In addition to this, major skill-oriented programs, for example, taxation courses are there, where the students can learn about how to file the return, how to just calculate the taxes and all that. There's the costing courses where the students can, whenever they are going to work in a factory, they can really analyze, they can really calculate those costs and etc. etc. Even there is a business communication courses which has the skill-based area, like we have the business reporting system, we have the business corresponding system, we have the letter writing systems, and these are very much useful for the student. So the focus is here about the self-learning style. And one of the more important aspects of the online BCom program is that it is learner-based program, and the learners deeply involved in the process of the learning is required from the learner perspective. So learners are expected to involve themselves deeply in the process of learning. Overall, having the conceptual skill from the core courses, content-based courses, application skills from the skill-based courses, awareness skills from the awareness program, ability enhancement skills from the ability-oriented programs. For example, we have the business communication program, we have the English literature at the job place courses, and these courses really makes the students acquaint the students with the requirement of the job market as well. So the overall, the program has been designed and developed in such a way that the students' conceptual skill, that is the cognitive skills, the attitudinal skills, that is the psychomotor skills, and the overall the attitude of the students, they are being developed in such a way that students are more suitable for the market as well as for the society. With this word, This is the detailed structure of the BCom online program. And we expect that with the cooperation of our whole IGNOU fraternity, regional centers, and as well as the Indian University, the program can be really going to be more successful in the online mode as well. So we have already CBCS system, and now the whole program of the CBCS system, now we are also going to add this another feather in the cap of the commerce education, and IGNOU will be a pioneer in this area of the BCom online program, because the e-content which we have on the e-exam course, this is the USP of the IGNOU, and really it will help the student to prepare them for the market as well as society. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Professor Naval Kishore sir. I think you have very elaborately talked about the program structure and what exactly this program is all about, and what is the beauty of this program and USP of the program was very well explained. Now I request we are moving from this curtain result to now the address.
Subodh, unmute.
Yeah, I think I'm audible. I'm audible now.
Now you are.
Okay, so I think we have a very elaborative session on the program structure, which was taken care by Professor Naval Kishore, and he had talked about the various USPs about this particular program and how this program can create a niche as far as this online valuation is concerned. So after talking about this aspect, we are now moving to the second layer, which talks about the various aspects about that. Now I invite Professor R.P. Das sir to talk about this particular launching, and prior to that, I just want to throw a light about Professor R.P. Das sir, that Das sir has teaching career spread over more than 3 decades, starting from XRI Jamshedpur, Jivaji University, Gwalior, Vikram University, Ujjain. He was visiting faculty to IIMS Raipur. Before joining IGNOU, he completed his full term as a Vice Chancellor of Berhampur University. He was Director, Institute of Management, Pandit Ravi Shankar Shukla University, Raipur for more than 10 years. R.P. Das sir, I request you to, sir, please say a few words about this event, sir.
Thank you, Gaurav. Our esteemed Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Nageshwar Raoji, all the Vice Chancellor of Central University of Kerala, Vice Chancellor of Tripura University, the Director of School, Professor Ravi Shankar, and his team, all the directors of the different regional centers. I'm really delighted that the School of Commerce and Management has thought of doing it at a very short time under the dynamic leadership of the director, Professor Ravi Shankar. In fact, I was knowing IGNOU because of its management program, and subsequently, commerce has emerged also very well in this school. And commerce MCOM program was our one of the flagship program. Now this BCom online program is going to lead like anything like other arts and science programs of our university. Professor Naval Kishore has given the details of the program to all of us, and it is really exciting, and it is going to attract the people, not only people who are working, the people who will be interested in this BCom program, they will be attracted towards this program. I'm very happy that by launching this program, the school has done a great job, and I'm also very hopeful and confident, and sooner and the management program, which is now completely revised and has got a new shape, is going to be soon launched by the school. I'm very happy that the school is doing extremely well, and this BCom online program is definitely a very good addition, and I wish good luck to this program and convey my best wishes, and I am I congratulate all the members of the school for doing a great job during this time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Namaskar, sir. Thank you, sir, for the wise word. As far as this launching is concerned, I think when we talk about anything, it's matter that the back office team and the front office team. The back office team are the schools, the internal people who are there. But the quorum can complete only when we have a complete, the flavor of the outside team. So today we have a guest of honor, two guests of honors, Professor Venkateshwarlu sir, who is the Vice Chancellor of Central University of Kerala. I just want to have a brief profile of him. No doubt everybody knows him. He is a wizard as far as the commerce discipline is concerned. So Professor H. Venkateshwarlu has started his inning of Vice Chancellorship at the Central University of Kerala on 14th August 2020, having previously served as a Professor of Commerce in Osmania University, Hyderabad for 25 years. A marketing management expert, Professor Venkateshwarlu is a recipient of MCOM, MPhil and PhD degree with excellent academic track records. His research specialization is in marketing, in public enterprises, consumer behavior, and digital commerce, with a specific accent on the state-of-art planning and enactment. He has written extensively on business communications, marketing management, emerging trends in banking sector, and supply chain management, and authored almost 10 books. So Professor Venkateshwarlu's enthusiasm and commitment to teaching won him many accolades, such as the Best Teacher Award from the government of Andhra Pradesh in 2010. He was a recipient of ICSSR Teacher Fellow to Prerna, a student awareness and motivation program, which bagged prodigious laurels across Telangana state for 2 decades, is the brainchild of him, who believes in student facilitation, motivation.
Can we stop here? Can we stop? That's okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
So please, sir, please carry on, sir.
Am I supposed to speak now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. A wonderful team at Indira Gandhi National Open University. In fact, School of Management. Myself personally, I've been associated since 2004 when the director was on our SAP, 2004 SAP program. He was the expert committee member and he was coming to us and guiding the Department of Commerce in Hyderabad. And then I think later I was serving as some board member in school board for 3 years or so. And fortunately, we have so many friends in the school and maybe in other schools also, because the origins, IGNO origin itself traces to Hyderabad. Like we have so many people in and around, and I stay there whenever I come. So there is a lot of emotional bondage that we share with IGNO in general and in particular the School of Management. All the directors have met recently have not come, but otherwise I was meeting the directors of School of Management. And particularly, maybe I should say the bondage has increased a little more after Professor Nageswara has joined as the Pro-VC and now he became the Vice Chancellor. So we've been meeting quite often in the last, say, 3-4 days. And it's a very great day. Professor Naval is there. We are very closely associated. Professor Narasimhan also is there. As in fact, the Indian Commerce Association is indebted to the IGNO for bringing out Indian Journal of Commerce in a wonderful fashion. That's where IGNO is the place where our Indian Journal of Commerce has taken a better shape, a better personality, and we are really thankful to the management of IGNO, where Professor Nageswara also has contributed in a great deal. This is a great news for us. All commerce lovers is a great news for us in the country and elsewhere in the world. And I find we have so many distinguished personalities here. Professor Nageswara ji, the Vice Chancellor, and my friend Professor Hussain from Tripura. I see Professor Ravi Shankar and Professor Naval Kishore, and there are so many other eminent persons present on this a great and auspicious occasion. It is auspicious, for one or two laudable reasons. Laudable reasons is I myself, I was the director of the Center for Distance Education in Hyderabad. Uh, uh, there are some women, I would say, I would be very specific. They would they come to the center and say, sir, the CDE, Center for Distance Education, is a temple for us. Why temple? Because our parents don't allow to go to the regular college, and they would allow only Saturday and Sunday. I can come to the center, and that's where these students, the girl students particularly, have done their education and have gone into very great heights. So there is a chunk of population which is willing to study because of various reasons, not willing to study, not will able to move out of the house, and then they get trapped under the darkness. Distance ODL was providing a little relief to them. I'm sure this online program will really open the doors for all such different segments, chunks of population in the country and across the world. As you said, working population, 12th, after 12th, there are many millions of families who say, enough, study is enough. And today, in fact, a student is not willing to study. He's bright, meritorious, all energetic, but he doesn't want to go to the school. He doesn't want to go to a regular course. So he wants to go to work and then probably study. So, like, the new things are emerging. The new things that are emerging, that are in their hands, they don't want to wait, and they want to, but yet they want to study at their own time. I don't know how the scheduling is done for the online courses and all that. The scheduling has to be taken into different segments. That's a small suggestion which is coming up. The time scheduling kind of a thing. So therefore, I would consider it as a very laudable reason which is very much required for the country. And I'm really happy to be associated. Thanks to Professor Nageshwar ji and Professor Naval Kishore that you have invited me to share a few of my thoughts that, always Indira Gandhi National Open University has been a pioneer, having an international jurisdiction. And one important subject, what I would like to have been emphasizing at Indian Commerce Association morning only, we had a program by Honorable Governor of Telangana. So we are emphasizing on two things: innovation and cost-effective educational programs. I'm sure that online program would be more cost effective. That is to the economy as a whole. When we look at the macro level, what input is going into the program and what is the output ultimately to the nation. We are not looking at the institution which is offering the course. We are not talking in terms of the profitability of the program, but we are talking in terms of the input-output relationship to the value that is generated on account of the input that is given to the program. That is very, very important. And here I really understand that the program has a modular approach and having a primary emphasis on innovation and flexibility. I would also like to add one more thing. It's not today's, in fact, last 20 to 30 years. Across my commerce fraternity in the country, I would say, that's my acknowledgement and appreciation to IGNOU. Like the commerce teachers, what are you referring? I'm referring to IGNOU material. Management people, for concept clarity, quick handy material. IGNOU material was treated as a very high qualitative material, content material, which was written in the early 90s, late 80s or so. So the high quality material of IGNOU is followed by millions of students, and that's how I would say IGNOU has been contributing to the cause of higher education for over 4 decades. And with student enrollment of about 3 million, which is a very big, which makes IGNOU as the largest university in the world, and with more than 20 schools to serve, we have to feel proud that this such a great university exists in our country, and we are now spreading the tentacles across the world. I'm sure such internationalization of Indian programs is the most need of the hour. I just repeat, internationalization of Indian programs. Today, medical surgery, immediately we are looking to the West. Education, oh, Stanford is the best. Cost-effective quality program. India is the best. Can we create that kind of a USP, as talked by Professor Naval Kishore? With some such programs, I'm sure the many students across the world would come to us and would seek the program as offered by us. I'm sure IGNOU is contributing that way to the empowerment of our nation. And one word about India has witnessed transformative developments in the economy. And in the last 3 decades, owing to the opening up of the gates, we have opened the gates of financial flows, technology flows, human resource flows, and information flows. The flows are now moving across the countries. And then the service sector, in essence, commerce sector, has spread in its length, width, and depth. This is the phenomenon what we are witnessing. I need not quote the figures, and it is reflected in high increase in the demand for commerce courses in India. The percentage of commerce population, student population, has remained the same. IT came about 20 years back, IT courses. But then many science courses have come down, but commerce stream has remained the same. That is in India, particularly, I would say, in urban pockets. Just to quote one or two states in Maharashtra, in University of Madras, the percentage of commerce students is 56%. In Telangana, the state from where I come, 40% of undergraduate students are commerce students. All colleges are offering the commerce students, and in Maharashtra, about 3 lakh students are studying, undergraduate students. And in Uttar Pradesh, 1,450 colleges are offering the commerce education. That is, what I want to say is, there is a huge demand opening up for commerce education, commerce and commerce related professional courses, and maybe because of the cost effectiveness and flexible options and skill based quality programs, where we find in Delhi like places the cutoffs have become very high. There is a relevance for BCom online program here. The cutoffs are becoming mad. A student of 80%, 90% is not able to take a seat in, let us say, in a good school in Delhi. So where does the student go? 80% is not less. Where she has to go? Where one has to go? Probably, that's where the program that we are offering is very valuable and very pragmatic, very realistic, and very gap filling exercise, very need fulfillment exercise, need fulfillment in Indian higher education. I'm sure that it will help many meritorious students but not able to pursue the study due to many reasons, and therefore the launch of BCom online program by the university IGNOU is the most relevant and most gratifying exercise. And one more point is, this exactly suits with the National Education Policy 2020. I would say that NEP has begun today with the launch of this program. Why should the NEP 2020 aims for a 50% GER and aims for a flexible, multidisciplinary, skill-based higher education for all. I'm sure IGNOU is now leading the nation to march forward to accomplish 50% GER with such. I think you have already offered certain other online programs. And online programming digital education is one way of increasing the GER from about, which is about 25% or so to 50% in the next few years to come. And it is evident with the launch of BCom online program today. My congratulations to the team of School of Management teachers, and particularly the leader of the university, Professor Nageshwar Rao ji. Professor Nageshwar Rao, as he is well known in our cycles now. I belong to Vice Chancellor's cycle, like we treat him as a senior Vice Chancellor, senior most Vice Chancellor in the country, one of the senior most Vice Chancellors in the country. We exchange lots of ideas. We exchange lots of concerns of higher education. He's a visionary and dynamic leader, and has always been in the forefront and always in being directional and leading the way to take forward the cause of higher education in the country. So once again, I congratulate the team of Commerce, Professor Naval Kishore, and all others for bringing out a very useful, much needed online program in commerce. And I'm sure this will really gladden the herds of commerce teachers, those who are willing to join commerce stream as teachers. Many teachers would come, and then many millions of students, more millions of students would join BCom online program. It's not just simply joining, and we are not just increasing the GER to the 50% GER, but I'm sure this program will make more graduates, commerce graduates, employable. That is, say there should be a target of 100% employment, so that the kind of SOP, standard operating procedure for clearing BCom online program should be made as rigorous as possible. So rigor should be built into the program right from day one. So automatically the program gains a lot of popularity. It's not just Stanford. We can also build that kind of rigor and say strict standards we can put right from day one. Whatever your like 4-quadrant approach you said, the skill set you said. Today morning we were discussing about developing the skill set requirement for commerce graduate. I was proposing, two proposals have come in the morning today. Skill set preparation for the commerce students, which skill set is a must a student to pass the BCom program. Then technology incubation center. Can we develop a technology incubation center in all the universities? So can we develop some such thing? Today we are talking about physics, chemistry also in virtual labs. Now we proposed a commerce lab for BCom students in Usmania University. Now, can we develop a virtual commerce lab in BCom online program in the 3 years? Like, so how do they get exposed to the practicality elements and internship also? That is, can they be put into some companies, not just producing a certificate, but can they be attached to some internship kind of a thing, online, virtual internship? I don't know. Somebody was talking about innovation. So these are a few things I'm sure IGNOU will take cognizance of. IGNOU will try to experiment and will make we are all there to follow. Always we have been following the IGNOU standards, IGNOU model, and will be there to follow and propagate. At the Indian Commerce Association also, we will take up this particular one so that we popularize online commerce education in general. Let other universities also follow this kind of a thing, and it acts as a model. Thank you very much for giving me this great opportunity to express myself. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your thought-provoking word. I think whatever you have suggested, we try to incorporate in our curriculum, in our syllabi, and the tangible benefits, the intangible benefits which you have quoted, definitely going to add a feather in a cap. Without wasting time, I request our next speaker, Professor G.B. Prasin. Prior to invite him, I just want to throw a light about his brief profile. Dr. Ganga Prasad Prasin is working as a Vice Chancellor, Tripura University. Previously, he was working as Dean, School of Social Sciences and Professor of Commerce in Manipur Central University, Imphal. He has completed his MCOM and PhD from prestigious Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. He has 31 years of teaching and research experience at postgraduate level and 14 years as a professor in Manipur University, Imphal. His area of specialization is entrepreneurship development, human resource management, marketing, and tourism management. I request, sir, please address and say something which can definitely add to this program today.
Thank you and namaskar. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
You are very much audible. Okay. Highly esteemed Professor Nageshwar Rao ji, Honorable Vice Chancellor, IGNOU, New Delhi. Professor R.P. Das, former Vice Chancellor, Berhampur University and present Pro Vice Chancellor, IGNOU. Professor Satyakam, Professor Sumitra, Professor K. Ravi Shankar, Director, School of Management Studies, IGNOU. My esteemed friend, Professor Naval Kishore ji, Professor of Management Studies and Managing Editor, Indian Journal of Commerce. All other dignitaries who are there with me, and Professor I. Venkatasarlu, former President, Indian Commerce Association, and now Vice Chancellor, Central University of Kerala, and other team members who are working with this program of online BCom program. I am very happy to say that I have a very, very long association with IGNOU New Delhi. IGNOU was established by an Act of Parliament in the year 1995. And if I remember correctly, one of the first course which was launched by IGNOU in those early days was management program. And I, as an assistant professor of commerce in Manipur Central University during those days, was the counselor for management program. And in my early days of teaching career, during those 90s, I have consulted the study material prepared by IGNOU. Apart from this, I also became the assistant coordinator of IGNOU Study Center 1701 Manipur University from 1998 to 2004. And from April 2004 to 16th August 2020, the day I came to Tripura, I was the coordinator of IGNOU Study Center, Manipur University, Imphal. Apart from this, I was also counselor for management program, MCOM program, MTM program of IGNOU in Manipur University, Imphal. Therefore, I have a very, very long and emotional attachment with IGNOU because in all those days, I have read, I have joined in many programs of IGNOU. Now, coming to the launching of BCom program through online mode, I am very happy that IGNOU, under the leadership of Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Nageshwar Rao, is launching a very, very highly demanded course. And I am also very happy to share that IGNOU is the largest university in the entire country and also in the world in terms of number of courses they have launched and also number of students who are enrolled in IGNOU. And IGNOU is a study center in outside India also. Therefore, IGNOU is playing a very, very important role in developing higher education in our country, India, and outside India also. We are proud to be part of IGNOU, and now IGNOU is launching many, many courses, and IGNOU courses have become very, very popular. Though I am in Tripura now, since I was associated with IGNOU, almost every day I receive around 5-6 phone calls from different students who have passed various courses from IGNOU. They were inquiring about the further development, and simultaneously in Manipur University, our students are also enrolled in many diploma and degree courses of IGNOU. IGNOU courses are very, very popular in Northeast India also. And as we all know, and our friend Professor Venkatasarlu has also mentioned that one of the important objective of new education policy 2020 is to increase gross enrollment ratio up to 50% from present 26%. Therefore, we all know that we in Indian University do not have sufficient classroom. sufficient teacher to give admission to all those students who are willing to do BCom, MCom, MBA, BBA program. Therefore, another solution for increasing of gross enrollment ratio is through online courses. With the help of online classes only, with the help of smart classroom only, we shall be able to achieve our target of achieving at least 50% gross enrollment ratio in the field of education in India. I have gone through the course curriculum, course title of this BCom online 3 years program prepared by the highly experienced team of faculty members of School of Management Studies, IGNOU, that it is a very, very relevant course. All the subjects which have been included are relevant for our society, our student. And if a student can successfully complete this BCom online, he will be able to get a job, and also he can become an entrepreneur also. One of the focus in new education policy is to make our students job givers and not job seekers. I believe that if a student successfully complete these courses, then he will get ideas of how to manage an industry, how to run industry, how to keep books of account in industry, how to get finance from bank and other sources. So likewise, he will be able to start an enterprise with the knowledge which he can earn from the online classes, online course of IGNOU, which we are launching today. Coming to Northeast India, here there are 8 states and there are less number of universities. Many students of Northeast region go to outside Northeast for their higher education, for their master degree, bachelor degree. So if IGNOU launch online courses successfully, then I believe that many students who are from Northeast region, from remote region, shall be able to continue their BCom degree without going outside Northeast, without spending much amount of money from their parents and guardians. So this is a very, very commendable job, which is being performed by the team of IGNOU under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Nageswara Rao. I have a long association with sir. Our sir is like my Guruji, like my teacher. I always seek advice, idea from him because he is the senior most Vice Chancellor of our country. And during his tenure of Pro BC and VC of IGNOU, we have seen that IGNOU has developed many, many courses. Enrollment has been increased. I believe that in future also, IGNOU will keep on continuing these courses. And in our country, India, commerce courses are most popular courses. During the month of July and August, when admission portal are open in Indian universities, we found that those students who have secured 99, 100, 98%, first preference is admission in BCom classes. If they do not get admission in good colleges in BCom, then they go for science and art. So the first preference in many states like Maharashtra, like Gujarat, even in Delhi and Punjab is commerce. In Mumbai, it is very, very difficult to get admission in good colleges. Even Delhi, though, in Sri Ram College of Commerce, only those students who have secured 100% or 99.9 are admitted, then seats are full. So this is the popularity of IGNOU commerce courses because of the employment opportunities which are available. And once a student can complete BCom, then he is eligible for MBA, for going to company secretary, for becoming a chartered accountant, and various courses. So multi-opportunities are available once a student successfully complete BCom courses. And now I believe that because of the flexibility, because of the multiple subjects which have been included in these BCom courses, there will be a rush of students once this course become very popular in our country, India. Now, coming to other courses of IGNOU and coming to new education policy, we have been discussing that under new education policy, our BCom, BA, BSc courses will be of 4-year duration. Now we have prepared this course curricula for 3 years. So in near future, maybe after 1 year, I think we have to work on preparing BCom 4-year degree courses also under the new education policy 2020. So we the academician, we the professor, we the teacher, we the vice chancellor are given very, very important responsibilities of preparing the course curricula under new education policy and implementing. First, we have to prepare, then we have to implement. There, we have discussed this matter along with our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Nageshwar Rao, in a workshop which I've arranged on 10th, 11th, and 12th June, last month only. There, we have learned many things. In future also, we will be learning from IGNOU. So IGNOU is our leader, we are our follower because of the multiple number of experts, professors available in IGNOU in our country. So I'm very happy that IGNOU has successfully completed, prepared, and now we are launching this program. And I believe that this program will become very, very popular in course of time. And we in India, in other university, will certainly follow your footsteps, your guidance. And from time to time, we'll consult each other for preparing other courses like BCom online courses. And we will come across and will be successful in launching, in implementing new education policy 2020 also. With these few observations, once again, I congratulate the team of academicians of IGNOU under the dynamic leadership of Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Nageshwar Rao ji and all other professors for taking a lot of pain for preparing and launching this program. I wish that this program is become very popular, very successful, and we'll start launching, preparing other courses also. I thank you for inviting me, for giving me this honor and respect in this program. And I wish that in future also, I will be associating with you and I will be also learning many, many new things from the team of IGNOU for our academic fraternity. Thank you and namaskar. Jai Hind.
Namaste, sir. Thank you, sir, for your elaborative talk. I think the people who are here in this launching ceremony, they can also be helpful with your talk. But on the other hand, students are also going to get a lot of benefit once they go through this archive. Without wasting time, I now proceed to the next round of addresses. The most important qualities of a good leader include integrity, accountability, empathy, humility, resilience, vision, influence, and positivity. Good leaders and even great leaders are not born. They are made and give wide message to society. As a dynamic and multifaceted academician and administrator, Professor Rao sir is ready to conquer new horizons always. He is an asset to the institution and is well respected by the IGNOU fraternity across the board. Under his able leadership, IGNOU had transformed and bring paradigm shift from brick and mortar system to click and mortar system and making IGNOU a technological university. I request respected Honorable VC sir to grace the occasion with your presidential address and bless all of us with your wise word. Honorable VC sir.
Thank you very much for inviting me on this auspicious occasion of international launch of BCom online program. And that too, I am specially welcoming to my old friends, Professor Venkateshwarlu and Professor Parsai, who are kind enough to be present over here to bless all of us. The School of Commerce and the Management Studies is to be complimented for taking such an initiative. They all have worked hard. Naval Kishore, Subodh Kesarwani, and the other colleagues of the commerce discipline under the stewardship of Professor Ravi Shankar, they could translate this dream of mine into reality. Last year, I spoke to the school and to all my colleagues that let this university must have a BCom online program. Why BCom online program? Because I do feel during the last 40 to 45 years since my graduation, I have seen that the BCom this is a program which has almost the same level of popularity which it was having long back 45 years. Even the numbers, they are continuously increasing. And they maintain the quality also. They maintain the employability also. And they have given the skills also. The life cycle of this particular program, this is to be read again and again, that how a course life cycle, how a program's life cycle, it can be improved like this. And especially when we look at our school, which has made a lot of efforts to have this program online, I do feel that it is a great day for the commerce fraternity also, because our reach is international. We do have a system, the ODL system, which has given us a platform to reach at every corner of the country as well as abroad. People are knowing us and we are already reaching to them, but now with a different mode. With so many newer features which we find in this BCom program. We are trying to put the core courses. We are trying to put the ability enhancement courses. We are also trying to put the skill-based courses. Even the virtual processes which are required, the same will also be taken care of by the concerned faculty, as was being outlined by Professor Venkateshwar. We do have the capacity, we do have the capability, and also the confidence to do it. Because we look at the learner only. Whatsoever learner wants, we try to provide. The teaching learning process, it has made a lot of change. This transformation of teaching learning process, this will give us a new insights, because our national education policy is always talking about that all our programs, they should have the skill component. They should have the ability enhancement also. And that focus, we have seen it in this particular program. The way the Professor Naval Kishore has elaborated the details of this program, and that too at an affordable cost. Affordable, why I'm telling you? Because if you look at any other online program which is being launched by other institutions, we find that the learner has to pay a lot. But in this case, its fee is very, very insignificant. I think they're charging around 4,000 or so for 1 year, which will have all the facilities which the learner may get, especially the e-material, especially the archives of the videos, especially the current videos, the counseling sessions, and the 4-quadrant approach, which Professor Naval Kishore has already expressed. And in the morning also, I have also talked in the function of the Telangana Commerce Association, when we talked about the SWAYAM platform and the SWAYAM courses. The same system, our own people, they have already inculcated amongst themselves. And they're trying to use all the 4 quadrants in this process. E-contents, already it is with us. And we are continuously refining it, because our contents, it can reach to the mobile of any learner. As it has been told to me that around 11 lakh learners, they are having their e-content in their mobile only. So e-content is available, videos are available. We have got channels, 5 channels are with us, 4 Swayamprabha channels and 1 Gyan Darshan channel. Through that also we are reaching to the learners. So if a channel is there, then the delivery mechanism, it can reach to the homes of the learners. And that is the additional advantage which we are having with us. And our faculty, they all know that what sort of pedagogy they have to use to reach to the learners. Because our material was earlier reflecting as the teacher who is not visible. But now in this online programs, the teacher will be visible also, and that too at a distance. So visible teacher speaking to the learner. So that is a great advantage in this online programs. We know that online regulations, it has come up in 2018. And in 2020, ODL and online regulations both were combined. And now the need of the hour is that we must go for blended learning. Because if the country's GER is to be increased from 26% to 50%, as is being planned by our policymakers and planners, then we cannot wait for long. And that is why, since the pronouncement of this national education policy, we started working on it. And now we see that we are around 16 to 17 online programs which were launched, wherein the PG programs, 2 or 3 PG programs, 2 or 3 UG programs, and a few certificate programs. Because we want to maintain the quality also. At the same time, we are also building capacity amongst our faculty also. Because faculty, they are to be trained in this new environment. Swayam courses, the Swayam Prabha channels, the Facebook interactions, the Zoom interactions, and using these channels for the purpose of counseling. Because when we see that face-to-face counseling is there, the learner has to reach to the counseling place. And suppose if he comes late, or if he misses a particular counseling session, then he cannot get that session back. But in this case, even the channels also, or even the Facebook sessions also, whatsoever video is available, that he can reuse it. Again, he can see it again and again. So that is the advantage. If a learner wants to revise the lecture, it is available with him. He can reuse it because our archives, our eGyan course, it has got all the things available to a learner. And that is the advantage. And at an affordable price. No need to pay for a hostel. No need to pay for movement from one place to another. So everything is online. Material, admission, examinations, counseling. So once we see that if the education is at the doorstep of the learners, and that is the dream of our policymakers and planners. And for that, we all are trying our best. And School of Management has really done a wonderful job in such a short time. And I'm seeing that the school is moving ahead like a team, because it has to show that what is a team and how the team works. When the goals set for the school, all the people involved in that school, they all are looking at that goal. Then definitely the milestones that can be achieved by all. And they all are immensely contributing to cause of this particular university. It is a great university. We have got great traditions. Our concern for quality, it was always being appreciated all over the globe in ODL education. As Professor Venkateshwarlu has rightly pointed out, our materials, earlier it was being considered as the best. Even today also it is being considered as the best. Now we have to show that yes, we are moving towards online education, and here also we will offer the best quality online material for the programs. And I am seeing that my faculty members in the School of Commerce as well as in the management, they all are working together to show the worth, to show the quality which a particular program must possess. Because when you look at the contents of this program, we find that all the contents which have been put over here, they are updated, they are revised. And the zeal and enthusiasm which I find among the faculty, that is also appreciable. And the way which they are putting it before all of us. Because initial launch, I think this is the first program which is having the international launch on the very first day when they are launching this program. Otherwise, earlier also we have launched a few programs on which we initially have gone for the national launch and then subsequently for the international launch. Again, the credit goes to the school because the school is constantly making concerted efforts to have this particular program, and that too with updated curricula, newer pedagogies, and maybe the outcome-based learning, because every course has got some outcome, some results, and those results, they have to be accomplished by the teacher, by the instructor, so that the learners, they can be benefited in this process at the most. And the COVID-19 has forced all of us to think at direction positively, because now the COVID has told us that how the BCom program online, it will be much more helpful than a BCom program which they are getting through other modes. So the time has come and the process of improvement is going on. And I request our experts, our professors, Venkateshwarluji, Arsaiji, and other distinguished experts who were there in our school board, who were there in the expert committee, they helped us to give their insights, to help us, to guide us, and to mentor us, so that this particular program, it may give us the best possible results to our learners. I am really honored to see the presence of Honorable Venkateshwarluji, the Vice Chancellor of University of Kerala, Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor G.P. Parsai, Vice Chancellor of University of Tripura, and both were kind enough to elevate all of us. Their words, they inspired us. Their words, they motivated us. And whatsoever they said, it also gave us a lot of energy, especially to the school, to work more in the direction for the benefit of the learners. So thank you very much. Thank you. Once again, I compliment the school for having this sort of initiative. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your valuable thought. I think the Guru Mantra which you have given, that visible teacher speaking to a learners, that is something which is very important in present scenario. And we try to incorporate whatever the valuable suggestions had come from the external experts, the internal experts, and we will incorporate all those. So without wasting time, I think the time had come to launch this particular program through virtual mode. I request, the COE to facilitate us in this respect, and then we can launch this program, and afterwards, the vote of thanks procedure would follow. Thank you, sir, for launching this program in a virtual mode. I think the last round of thing had come up where we have to thankful to all the people who have been associated with that. And without wasting time, since we are running short of time, so I just want to wind up this particular program or the launching session today. As all good things come to an end in life, so is also the launching of a BCom program in online mode, but with the intention to more add on. today address by the expert will definitely give us an edge. On behalf of Indira Gandhi National Open University in general and School of Management Study in particular, I take this opportunity to propose vote of thanks to those who have directly and indirectly contributed to this launching ceremony. At the outset, I thankful to guest of honors, Professor S. Venkateshwarlu, Vice Chancellor, Central University of Kerala, and Professor G.P. Prasen, Vice Chancellor, Tripura University, a Central University, for sparing their precious time and thought-provoking words. We are highly indebted for that, sir, and we try to incorporate your valuable suggestions. We know that this could definitely going to bring this program a hot cake in coming years. And we are also grateful to Professor Nageshwar Rao, sir, a mentor and a person who always supported us, encouraged us, and keep our morale high as and when required. We are also grateful to Professor R.P. Das, sir, Pro Vice Chancellor IGNOU, Professor Satyakam, sir, Pro Vice Chancellor IGNOU, Professor Sumitra Kukreti, ma'am, Pro Vice Chancellor IGNOU, and lastly, Professor Uma Kanjilal, Professor, Faculty of Library Information Science, former Director COE, and present Pro Vice Chancellor IGNOU for virtually facilitating and making this event an international event in this pandemic stage. We are also grateful to Sri Rajesh Ji, Public Information Unit, and his entire team for providing us a wide media coverage and press release. A special thanks to Center for Online Education COE and Director COE, Professor V. Subramaniam, for helping as and when required. I'm also grateful to SOMS teaching and non-teaching staff for their unflinching support and coordination, and especially for Dynamic Director, Professor Ravi Shankar, sir, for helping at every juncture. With these warm words and kind message, we move to the end of today's launching ceremony. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Prasanji. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
So can I take leave, Professor?
So kind of you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I'll be